guys, what is up? It is Snitchery. How are you doing? I know I keep filming on the floor down here. That's because I was just in Costa Rica and my entire room is currently in the process of being unpacked. I'm also in the process of building a studio downstairs for my more like makeup related videos. So that's going on with all my lighting, so I don't really have anything other than a front window that faces the street. So that's why you're here. I apologize. Also, before I forget, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning into another video. My most recent video got an insane response. So if you're here from that, welcome. If you're new completely, feel free to subscribe. If you're ever interested in seeing me or my face again or hearing what I have to say, the button's right down there. I would love if you join the family, and hit this video with a like if you're feeling generous. Okay, on to the point of the video. So I'm actually really excited to make today's video. As you can see by the title down below, it's all about how I make money on social media and how I've been doing that for the past few years. I actually made a video initially months ago, months and months ago, like 4 months ago maybe, talking about how I gained a following on social media. And the natural follow-up to that is, of course, how you monetize that following and how you can turn that from just a hobby or just like a cool party trick into a job and a career, which is what I've done. So I do want to give kind of like a quick explanation or a quick disclaimer here. I have two main sources of revenue. Those are Instagram and YouTube. I began as an Instagrammer. I started Instagram as a hobby about 3 years ago, I would say. YouTube has been an exceptionally new venture. I've only been doing YouTube for about 5 months, I want to say now. So that's very, very new. The reason I say that I've only started treating it as a career in the past few months is because in the past few months, I've taken on management. I was a full-time student in college up until December, so I didn't really have the opportunity to go anywhere, to go to any events, to meet anyone in my industry, to go on any brand trips or to have these experiences, to go travel for shoots, which has been a huge source of income for me lately. So I don't really think I could have considered it like a career necessarily. A full-time job, yes, but not a career. That said, I do genuinely think I have the experience to talk about this because it is exceptionally sustainable. I do have the opportunity to live here in this house in New York City entirely on my social media income, and it's been a steady source of income for years now. If you want to follow my Instagram, it'll be down below. I'm honestly more active on Instagram and Twitter as well, which will also be down below, than any other platform. Twitter is of course just for fun, it's not a source of income. So in this video specifically, I'm actually going to be talking about what I did prior to when I had taken on management and sort of considered this a career. I think it's very person to person how a management company goes. My management currently is exceptional. I'm literally so happy and floored, and I don't even know how I did it without them. But I also think talking about that would be kind of a stupid video because, of course, if you're watching this, you're probably wondering how you can do it by yourself. That's sort of one of the main draws of being an influencer, making money on the internet. So I definitely want to talk about making money in ways that you can literally do right now in your bedroom with your computer that are going to be super easy and super quick. So I do have my phone here. You see my little Evie pop socket? Can you see that with the glare? My new bunny. Oh, my new little baby bunny is named Evie. I'm obsessed with her. But I have my notes on here, so I will be reading a little bit. Okay, so specifically if you're interested in doing YouTube, I think the first stream of revenue that people often think of is YouTube AdSense. Now, this is money that comes directly through YouTube, through Google, direct deposit to your bank account. You really don't have to do anything. It's sort of a passive source of income. You really just monetize your videos and then you receive that money. I think the reason that this is typically the first thing that people think of is twofold. Number one, like I said, it seems like a very easy source of revenue because you don't really have to do anything. You don't have to interact with anyone. It's sort of, I mean, the idea that you can do it all by yourself by just making quality content and you don't have to, you know, mess around with any brands or any third parties, stuff like that is very tempting. And also, I think people who aren't in this industry typically think that YouTubers make a lot more money through Google AdSense, which is not at all the case. So in terms of my revenue overall and how much I make on social media, my YouTube AdSense is not even 5% of that, probably not even 3% of that. I mean, it's minimal compared to these other streams of revenue that I'll be talking about. It's a great way to make like passive money. Like I said, maybe you can pay your bills or whatever, but it's certainly, for me at least, and this might be because I started off on Instagram, I'm not sure, but I've talked to other influencers as well and it's the same case for them. It's not gonna be your primary source of income, and it's not necessarily something that you can rely on if you want this to be a career. Someone is watching me through the window. Oh, please lock up your bike and go, sir. So if you are interested in still making Google AdSense your primary source of income, my number one suggestion would be to make your content searchable. And by that, I mean, look for what's viral, look for what's trending. You know, if you want to ensure that your videos are going to be watched month after month, because essentially with Google AdSense, like, once you start getting checks, the checks will become more consistent the more content you have. So if you upload consistently, say you have 20 videos and 3 of those videos every single month are bringing in more viewers and are still being searched, then you're still gonna have like a baseline for how much money you're being paid month per month, but the only way to make sure you have videos like that are continuing to be watched month over month over month over month, rather than like the first couple of weeks when your subscribers are watching them, is to make them searchable. That means like, so to use me as an example, the videos that I have that are consistently watched are typically weight loss videos, tattoo videos, my hair fail. So these are videos that people are looking up constantly. Like everyone is always going to be searching how to lose X amount of weight in X amount of days. And so when people search that, which is always going to be happening, my videos usually pop up. So that's how I have sort of a steady stream of income month to month, regardless of what I do that month in particular. The next way to make money as an influencer, and this was my favorite way to make money for about a year. When I first started, these sites were invaluable. This is to go onto third-party sites. They're sites that host both influencers and brands. This is Revfluence, FameBit, Octoly, Grapevine. I mean, you can find a million sites out there. But what you do with these sites is you make a profile, you link your social media networks, your Twitter, your Instagram, your YouTube, your blog, if you have one of those as well, and then you set your prices for certain campaigns. Each site's a little bit different. FameBit, you look through campaigns that are in a certain bracket for how much the campaign is willing to spend, what their budget is, and then you send them a letter, a proposal, and how much you'd like to be paid, your rates for that particular campaign. Might get back to you, might not. I know other sites, you just have your rate for what you charge for, say, an Instagram post or a YouTube video, and then brands will reach out to you. Like I said, it's site to site, but generally it's the same premise where you can set your own rates. You kind of whack out the middleman. I know I started using these sites when I had like maybe 20,000 followers on Instagram. I mean, it really was not nearly the 500,000 I have now. You can do it as a smaller influencer and brands are still entirely willing to work with you. This was great if you're really on your hustle and you really want to make this work. Not only will you be making money, but you'll also learn sort of the ins and outs of the industry. You'll learn how to send an invoice. You'll learn how to negotiate with brands. You'll learn how to write a business email and a proposal. You'll learn what your worth is and how to set rates. You'll learn how to re-edit and renegotiate videos and content. The next way you can make money, and this was my favorite way to make money for year number 2 of when I was working, is affiliate work. Now this might be geared more towards beauty influencers, but I did affiliate work I worked with one brand over the course of about a year, and that was my only source of income. And it supported me 100% fully, everything, just from working with this one brand as a brand affiliate. So of course, if you're gonna do this, you have to believe in the brand 100%, you have to believe in their products. When I stopped believing sort of in the way that the brand treated their customers and a bit of unprofessionalism, I stopped using the brands completely, I stopped promoting it. I cut that off immediately, even though the money was good, because when you are an affiliate, you are putting yourself out there and you're literally making yourself a monetary rep for that brand. So if they do something that's a little shady, you're making money from their business practices and their ethics and their quality of product. Like, you have to stand behind it 100% if you're gonna be an affiliate, because you're making money now. It's not just PR, like, you're making money, it's your source of income. The great thing about being an affiliate is that there is no cap to how much you can make or how much you can work. If you really wanna hustle, you can be peddling those codes or those links every single day, every single one of your social media platforms. I mean, you can freaking go door to door and slip little business cards with your affiliate code underneath people's doors in college. Like, literally, there's no end to how much you can hustle. The only step you have to take is finding a company to do this for. Now, I know I'm fairly certain anyone can do this for Amazon. I'm also fairly certain anyone can do this for Uber. So if you really do have like an entrepreneurial sense and a good business sense, you can do it for companies right away. My suggestion would be to find smaller companies. This is what I mean when I say that it's more geared towards beauty influencers, because you can find so many small makeup companies or small wig companies who are more than happy to have you on board regardless of your numbers. Look up how to write a professional business email, send it their way, know your numbers, know your analytics, and a lot of times they'll be more than happy to have you as a representative for the brand. This isn't so much a way to make money, but more so a way not to make money or not to conduct yourself, which I made this mistake so many times when I was first starting out. Do not accept free product in exchange for a post or a video unless, number one, you are absolutely obsessed with the product, you were gonna buy it anyway, you love the product, it's amazing, it's your favorite thing in the world, you genuinely love the company, you just want the product and want to talk about it, and you're excited, and that's fine. PR is intended to be no stress. It's intended to be a system where if you really love something that you've been sent, you can talk about it and be enthusiastic about it, but there's no pressure to talk about things. It's a completely different ballpark than a brand saying, hey, I'm gonna send you this makeup remover. I'll send it to you for free, but I wanna see a video on it in 2 weeks. That's bullshit. I used to do this all the time because I was so desperate to work with brands that I would accept free product in exchange for a post, say, and I think probably every influencer has done this at one point or another when they're first starting out. But then I learned to say, hi, thank you so much for your interest. Feel free to send me XYZ product. If I love it, I'll be more than happy to post about it, which I still do to this day. If I'm sent a product that I love, I will post about it. I'll be enthusiastic. I love to share stuff with you guys, and I definitely don't always need to be paid for it. But when it becomes a stressful situation, and particularly when you're sent a product and you don't love it, and then you're still locked into posting about it, and you're not even being paid, that sucks. Don't do that. I know it's so tempting when you're a smaller influencer, but it's literally not worth it. The next way you can make money, and this one seems really obvious, but I think a lot of people don't do it, is to just email brands yourself. By this, I don't mean like send CoverGirl an email and being like, I wanna be the new face of your campaign. Like that probably won't work, but this works really well with wig companies. I know you can email them and say, hi, my name is Delilah, and I have 15,000 Instagram followers. My rate is $500 a post. Would you like to work with me? A lot of times they won't respond. Sometimes they'll get back to you and say, this isn't in our budget. A lot of times though, they'll get back to you and say, hey, Delilah, we can't afford $500, but we can do $250. Would you like to do 2 posts for us? Or they'll say, hey, Delilah, that sounds great. Let's do it. And you never would have gotten that opportunity otherwise because they never would have known you existed. Brands are learning, these days especially, that influencers are an invaluable marketing tool. Influencers are so hot right now, and so many brands are just as desperate to work with you as you are to work with them. Oh, okay, my battery just died, and I'm sure this one will die quickly too. Luckily, that's all I had to share with you guys today. So if you found any of this helpful, feel free to leave me a comment down below and leave this video with a like. I hope these tips give you some insight into what I do and what other influencers do as well. Thank you for being my friend today and always, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah! Bye guys!